No, I know what you meant.
Yeah.
And welcome back to the greatest show on earth. I'm Angel.
I'm Junior.
And I'm Daniel.
And today we're going to be going over the long game.
And that's Poppers. Today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free and spoiler review. So make sure you guys stay to the very end, or at least to the spoiler-free end, where we're going to be telling you guys should watch this movie or wait for streaming.
Okay.
But first, as always, you know, we gotta do the letter grades. I want to see what you guys thought of this movie. It's about 5 Mexicans. You know, I feel very connected to this movie. I'm not even gonna lie. But they started a golf club in the 1950s, just to give you guys a little, you know.
Before we do that, real quick,
what?
I just want to ask Daniel because we were talking about it with him. Did you watch McFarland?
No.
Okay,
No?
so he doesn't have anything to compare it to.
Okay.
Hey, so I just needed to know that.
That's all we needed to know. Do we got the professionals grades?
Yeah, the tomato meter gave it a 79%, and the audience score gave it a 97%.
Nice.
Mexicans coming out. Let's go. Oh, yes. You think it was a lot of Mexicans? Just.
Well, we'll talk about that with the numbers.
What about cinema score?
They didn't have one.
No cinema score?
No.
Well, tell me what your grade was while he's doing his thing.
I'm torn. Again.
Well, we talked about this already. It's my movie of the year, A+.
Okay, it is my movie of the year too, but I'm gonna give it an A.
I might give
Holiday?
it a B+.
Hey, that's not bad. I mean, I'm surprised you like the last movie more, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm surprised you liked the last movie more.
I'm thinking about changing that one too.
To what?
Probably like a fucking B.
What? From an A- to a B?
That's crazy.
What was me was me shit talking the movie?
Nah, because I told you I was torn about it. So.
Oh, okay. But that's a big change.
Yeah.
No, I really like you said, the movie of the year. Maybe I'm biased, maybe I'm impartial to the movie just because it is about like some Mexican boys out here just like, you know, la raza, just like doing shit, you know. They're out here playing a white man sport, you know, playing a rich man sport, playing a bunch of like this sport that like as a kid, bro, I wanted to play golf so bad, but like it was puro white kids at the high school, you know. It was like really hard for me to like.
¿Y ahora?
Well, why am I gonna golf with who, you know?
Well, fuck half the group.
I know they do golf. I just suck ass. I gotta like really train, and why would I, you know? It's too late now.
Let's go to Top Golf.
Right now? Well, yes, we just head out. You just see us in the YouTube, like in the podcast. We just start heading now and let it play. Yeah.
So we both have it as movie of the year.
Yeah, it is. So far, I don't know if it's going to stay there, but I will say great movie, honestly.
This movie came out of nowhere, too. It popped up on an ad on TikTok. So I looked it up and it said release date 2023. So I was like, there's no way we missed this movie.
Yeah. I did see that when I was adding it to my letterbox.
Yeah.
They say 2023 on there as well.
Yeah, because it came out like at a film festival last year.
We don't count those around here.
Yeah, I was like, not around here, partner.
Not around here, partner. Not around here.
I think I'm surprised with Daniel's score, to be honest. I think he should watch McFarland because it would change his opinion of this movie.
Oh, I just think
not
it's
for
type of movie.
I'm not saying for the better, maybe for the worse.
Yeah.
I think he should at least have something to compare it to.
Yeah, I think so too, because there's a lot.
Our stories aren't told enough.
But there's a lot of similarities, but there are a lot of differences that we will talk about. I think I'm going to save it for the spoiler review that I liked more in this movie than what McFarlane did. Yeah. And I know McFarlane was a true story too, but like, I'll tell you.
Isn't it running?
Yeah, it's
about
cross country.
It's about 5 high schoolers who make their first cross country team, but it's based in California.
Yeah,
but it's also like around the same time.
They pick strawberry.
Yeah.
They do that in the whole state.
Yeah, I guess.
Not the whole
Let's talk about the MVP, though. The MVP of this movie, the MVP of the long game, the best character. Who do you guys give it to? It's award season, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't forget to say it's award season.
It's award season, baby.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
Go ahead.
I probably will give it to Joe.
Yes, I'm going to give it to Joe, too. The main kid, right?
Yeah, the main kid. And I'll give my reasoning here in a bit.
Yeah, once you say yours, I'm going to give my reasoning.
I don't know. I want to give it to the principal, the superintendent,
JB Pena.
That was a little rough too, because you know, with the time being what it was.
Look, I want to give it to Joe just because, dude, it's so hard. I looked up all the kids from McFarland. None of them have done anything significant since that movie, you know? Yeah. And I'm like, dude, that's crazy that the only opportunity these Hispanic kids get, or Latino kids, I'm not going to assume they're all Mexican.
Are Latino-based movies.
Yeah. Are like Latino-based movies. And then after that, they don't get a shot. And like, I'm like, dude, they did such a great job. Like, I really think these kids can be something in Hollywood, you know? Yeah. They can be like Cholo girl in the Blue Beetle, or like
Tenoch Huerta, or
yeah,
Diego
Huerta,
Luna,
yeah.
any of these
like,
guys.
and to see all the kids from McFarlane that was like 10 years ago, like not amount to a lot. I'm like, damn, I feel like either look, I don't know their stories. Maybe they just didn't want to, but like they deserve a shot, you know.
Yeah.
And I hope these kids get a shot because I thought there was a lot of funny kids in this movie, and they
Joe's
did a good
been in
job.
stuff.
No, I know he's been in
Yeah,
stuff.
he's been
No,
in-
he has been in stuff. I know that. I looked up his
The
filmography.
thing is, what he's saying, like after,
No, yeah,
after
no.
the fact.
Yeah, after like big things, like not like Tubu or whatever it's called, you know, like series. I'm talking about like actual movies, shows like on cable network.
Significant roles.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But I do think Joe deserved it. I thought he did a great job playing that character. Were you gonna say something like that?
Oh no, I was gonna go into the anti MVP.
The worst character from the long game. Who do you guys want to give it to?
You're gonna get mad at me for this. I'm gonna give it to JB, and I'll give my reasoning in a bit.
I'm gonna give it to Frank Mitchell, the white guy.
Yeah, I was gonna give it to Frank Mitchell too. No disrespect to Dennis Quaid. He's getting old, man, and I think
Nah, it wasn't even that. I think it was more just the story, his story
yeah.
that I didn't like.
No, I just didn't like the acting. I mean, I get the story, but yeah, no, I feel you where you're saying on that. I don't know. I just didn't like Dennis Quaid.
So I always get confused. Do we do the anti MVP based on the character we hate in the movie, or
Whatever the fuck
acting?
you want.
I know. I feel like it's whatever you want. I
Okay,
feel like
it's whatever
I feel
you
like
want,
it just
okay.
depends on the movie because some movies
then I
like
stick with JB.
for what reason? For character?
Well, I
or
don't want to spoil it for his character.
for his character.
Yeah,
For what he does. Okay.
yeah. And you can do this now for the TikTok. The worst part of the long game for me.
Well, let's wait. That's this. I need
Okay,
that.
all right,
well, just because I need segments for like the.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can just.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Let's just,
Okay.
let's just-
Mine is JB.
okay.
For his character.
Or hey, but stay to the very end because he's got.
I
things
thought
to
the
say.
acting that he did was great. You know who that guy played? Who plays JB?
Like in other things, or do you-
Yeah. His biggest role was in a DC movie.
No, what is it? I know I looked it up. I just Suicide Squad.
Yep.
What did he play?
But you fucking looked at it.
Yeah. Well, no. As soon as I saw pictures, I remembered because, like, obviously, like, no. Because on Letterboxd, I'll do that. I'll click on their names, and it's
Yeah,
really easy
yeah.
to like see their stuff.
He played in the first
Cholo?
Suicide Squad.
He
Yeah.
played
the
he played
fire dude.
Cholo?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That is some range, bro. That's crazy. That's a fun fact that I did not know. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Damn.
He played that cholo who essentially kills himself. when
Yeah,
he burns
yeah,
himself up.
that's crazy.
I know,
Good
me
for
too.
him.
I was
Good
like,
for
what
him.
the?
Look, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I haven't seen him in anything else, and he played a significant character in Suicide Squad. And for him to like do that and like
then
play
nothing?
a great, yeah, and then the long game, which I'm not like saying it's nothing, but like it's very specifically geared towards a
Yeah.
certain demographic. Horny on the Timeline Award, playa though.
Oh,
Joe or
I got a little. I don't know if it's a dark horse or maybe a wild card. I'm giving it to Lucy,
the girl, the
the wife,
The girlfriend?
JB's
Oh,
wife.
the wife.
Lucy's JB's
Lucy
wife.
Pena.
Why?
She wanted the kids.
She wanted kids, and she got it at the end.
Hey.
And like, not to spoil the movie, it was straight out of left field, like out of pocket. Wild. She was like, maybe this is what it would feel like to have a son.
Oh,
when he's
yeah.
cutting the grass, and she's like, he kind of even looks like you. I was like, yo, pause.
Pause.
Like that's someone else's kid.
Yeah,
Dude. Like,
that's crazy. I forgot she said that. That's not a real big spoiler. Honestly, that doesn't really affect
That's
the
not.
movie.
It has
Nothing to do
no,
with
that
the
was just
movie.
like out of pocket,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
I thought at one point they were gonna adopt him because
No,
I did too. I thought they were gonna adopt him at one
Yeah.
point.
that's crazy. He has a family.
Well,
He has
No,
his
I
dad.
know,
dad,
but like,
bro.
así son los papás, like what, like
But still, Joe could have been like, "Yo, dude, I'm running away.
Yeah.
I'm still a minor, so you gotta adopt me."
Yeah, we won't spoil it too much. Yeah. I'm like, we won't spoil it too much, but we will talk about the theater
Oh
experience.
no, well, you haven't given your horny.
No, I'm agree with you. Now that you said that,
Lucy?
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, dude,
Who were you gonna give it
He's
to?
gonna
Joe.
give it to Joe because Joe ran away to college with
yeah,
I don't wanna
with his
spoil
girl, and like he was really trying, dude. The whole movie, they were like, oh, I love you, but like, I don't like, bro, just
it. He folded instantly.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. He was like, are you gonna come to? You know what? We'll save it. We'll save it.
Who's yours? We
I
haven't.
guess
heard-
I'll give it to her too.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made a good argument. I'm saying you convinced me. I'm like, damn.
He's spitting.
Yeah, you spitting right there. We do have the movie theater experience. I did go on a special early screening. I've seen a lot of early screenings for like movies that we're watching. I'm like, I feel like it would be easier for me
It's
to watch.
honestly like, yeah, if you have the chance, I think it works.
Yeah, but I did watch it like 4 days before it came out, like
Yeah.
that Sunday. It was good. I went by myself. You know,
Were you the only theater in the only person in
no,
the
there was
theater?
people there. It was cool.
Was it?
Yeah, it was pretty packed because it was the only screening. You know, so
Yeah.
like it's easy to pack up when there's only one screening of a movie for the whole day because it was only one screening.
Yeah.
What about you guys? I know you guys went a little later.
So I watched this movie twice.
Was it better on the?
I enjoyed the movie both times. The first time I went, it was full of Mexicans.
Oh yeah,
All Mexicans.
yeah. La Raza comes out to support.
It was I don't want to say surreal, but I was surprised.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
like, oh, man,
dude. When I went to watch Instructions Not Included,
yeah.
we couldn't even get the ticket first night. It was
Yeah.
crazy packed. It wasn't like that, but like I'm assuming that's.
So my theater was it was full of Mexicans, but I enjoyed it. There was no kids. Thank God. I hate when theaters have kids.
Yes, sir.
I like watching movies in theaters. I just hate when people bring their kids.
Yeah.
Like,
What about you? I know you watched it once.
And then my second time
Well,
with
I'm
Daniel.
gonna let Daniel.
Oh, I'll go for it.
I don't remember.
Well, you don't remember if it was packed or not?
We went on Wednesday. It was not packed.
I mean, and it was a week later too.
And that was here in town. But we didn't
It was
watch
nice.
it in town. We watched it at AMC. Never mind.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we did.
you have to because it wasn't in
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, it wasn't anything else.
You think
But
it was
yeah,
like
I
an
think-
AMC exclusive or like?
I don't know, but yeah. Either way, I thought our theater experience was good too. It's one of the smaller ones.
Yeah.
I like those small theaters.
Hey, I'm
Feels
there.
very cozy in there.
There was only like 10 people.
And then we walked out, and the theater was packed. We're like on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah, what the fuck? Ain't nobody work.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wait, it was packed on a Wednesday?
yeah. Like
Like
not
all
the
theaters.
just
All
the
theaters.
theater, like the lobby and everything was
okay.
full. I was
Yeah.
like, what the?
On a Wednesday?
Yeah.
What
Like,
movie
I don't-
was coming out? What movie came out last
The
week?
Ministry. That's it.
No, that came out Thursday. What movie came
Oh.
out for like Wednesday?
I don't know.
What movie did we do last week? We did do a movie.
We did, but I forgot which movie.
No, we just.
Oh,
The
Civil
Monkey
War.
Man? Oh, Civil
Civil
War.
War.
Okay, that makes sense. Civil War. Do you think it was for Civil War?
I don't know, dude.
You should have asked. You're like, hey, what's everybody doing here?
Yeah.
The fuck you doing here? Like,
go sleep or something. You know.
Go with your family.
Yeah. I am interested to see the budget and how much money it made. How much movie it made. How much.
What do you think the budget for this movie was?
I'm gonna give it a cool 10 million.
10 million? What about you?
that's pretty low. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. Probably around the 15, 20.
Yeah. Once again, Dolph was a lot closer. It was 7.1 million.
Let's go back to back, baby. Hey, you'll get it next time. I'm not even looking this up, bro. I swear.
No, it's because we've gotten pretty good at like
Yeah.
guessing like budgets. Like,
no, honestly, like just
we've
thinking.
watched enough movies to where you can see it in the
Dude,
production.
Yeah, you can see it. Honestly, like it's crazy. I feel like we've been doing this enough that like
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yeah, that looks like a $10 million movie.
Yeah.
You know, like not because like it looks cheap, but because like you understand the CGI, the props, everything. You know,
Yeah.
even with the last movie we saw, I was like, yeah, it's probably 50 million because there wasn't a lot of CGI, but they still had like big explosions
Yeah.
in the actors, and this one only had Dennis Quaid as like the main like movie star.
attraction. So the movie's budget was 7.1 million. As of this recording, almost like 2 weeks later, the movie is at 1.7 million. At
No,
the box office.
no, no! You let me down, Rasa.
1.7 million, and I'm like, most of that. We watched it.
I should have got to see it again. Damn, really, bro? That's crazy. Do you have like the breakdown of
that is pretty
demographic?
crazy for how big the audience score is.
I do have the breakdown. NPR did a breakdown.
Okay,
You know who NPR is, right?
Uh,
They're like
the national.
it's like National Public Radio.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
it's like
You see, I know what I'm talking about.
Sometimes.
I'd be smart.
82% of people who watched this movie were Hispanic or Hispanic origin.
Okay, so the Hispanic people didn't let me down.
No.
It was the white people.
It was the whites.
Yeah,
No,
it
but
was.
it usually is. It's a white-dominated country, you know. Like if a movie's
Fucking
gonna,
gringos.
I don't know, because the Hispanics didn't let me down for Wakanda Forever, you know. Oh my
But it's
god.
also because that's a huge movie.
No, I
the
know.
the
but
marketing.
There was a lot of Hispanics.
Well, it's like we didn't even know about this movie if it wasn't for me seeing that ad.
Do you-
I sent it and I was like, it's a movie about Mexicans. We should watch it. And Dolph was like, you sold me on
You
that.
sold me. No, but you're right, dude. Do you feel like the marketing for a lot of these movies have like gone down significantly, or do you think they?
Well, I
just-
mean, if it's only 7 million, you're not gonna have a lot of money to market.
yeah, I know.
Well, even then, dude, you don't have to like take out TV ads or anything. Like, dude, I saw it on a TikTok ad.
yeah, a lot of things on TikTok now, you know.
That's probably like the best place to put it right now.
And I see a lot of that's the main source for me, like for movies that like I know are coming out on TikTok. I'll scroll and then I'll get the trailer ad or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's how I got the Transformers one too.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
I didn't know. And then Chris Hemsworth and my boy, ¿cómo se llama el güey?
I forget his name.
I know. No, he's gonna be in Ironheart too, but he was in another Transformers movie, huh?
Yeah, but I forgot his name.
Damn, it's okay.
Anyways,
Should they watch this movie?
should they
Yes.
watch this movie? I think they should watch this movie.
Yeah, I think if you're Hispanic, bro, I think you should be running to the movie theaters. I really do think you're gonna enjoy this movie. It's a heartfelt movie. I saw this like so I had to get front row seats. This was I know I'm still talking about theater experience, but it was packed. I went last minute. There was only front row seats. I had a family like right next to me, like obviously Hispanic, Latinos, probably Mexican. But dude, the dad was crying. He was like, "That was the greatest movie I've seen." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, like it touches hearts, man. It really does."
I think people should go and watch this movie. If you enjoyed McFarland, you're going to enjoy this movie.
Yeah, 100%. If you're not into Mexicans, don't go watch this movie. But yeah, like reverse psychology, Like if you're racist, I wouldn't watch this movie. No, it is.
I don't know if that's reverse psychology or not. You're just telling them.
Yeah, but like people are gonna be like, "Damn, I don't want to be racist."
Yeah.
Let me go watch this movie. It's a great movie. I do think you should go watch it. That brings us to the sponsor of the video.
Despop.
That's us, baby.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So if you guys like listening instead of watching our videos on YouTube, you can always do that.
Yeah, man. Make sure you guys leave us a 5-star review as well on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It really helps us out. I mean, like I said, subscribe because if you guys enjoy movies, if you guys love the movie theater experience, you know that we're your guys. We love the movie theater experience. We love watching movies.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to join us on this journey. I want to see a big group of our subscribers. Like every Thursday, we're going out, we're watching the movie, and you guys are coming in the next week to watch us talk about it. And I
if
want to
you-
have a conversation with
We don't always just do the big box office budget movies. We also do smaller movies like this, you know. We like to have range.
Yeah.
We like to diversify our portfolio
Like Tom Holland.
and just kind of watch
Yes.
watch everything and, you know, give an opinion about it because that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, baby. And we want to have a conversation with y'all.
Yes, sir.
That does bring us to the spoiler zone.
Wait.
So if you guys want to see the best, the worst, the funny, the sequels, the everything, man, make sure you stay to the end because we're going to be talking about it all.
Always. I always start with this because I always want to bring it up. I always forget it. Runtime.
Yeah,
Pacing.
go ahead. I thought it was a good movie. Like runtime, I felt good. I didn't feel like it was dragged, but like I'm impartial. I was really hooked to the movie.
2 hours long.
They could have thrown in a lot more.
A lot more. What exactly? Like explosions, or what do you mean?
Explosions. More golf. Not enough
I
golf.
see what you mean. Well, they did play a lot of golf. Even like Dennis Quaid.
They never showed him practicing.
No, they
One
did.
time. It was not enough of practice. They just threw him straight into tournaments.
Well, I mean, I think that's how.
That's
I
probably
think-
how it works. But
I think that's how golf works because
I know, but nah.
it's a lot like baseball where baseball doesn't really practice.
Yeah.
They just play every day.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
basketball, essentially.
Yeah, like
if
it's
you
hard
think
to
about it.
practice too because they made their own. They made
Yeah,
shift.
but we could have seen a lot more of that.
I think we didn't see a lot of it because at the end of the day, the focus wasn't about like
The golf?
It was about
the boys
The message.
the message that they were trying to send.
that they wanted to like be a part.
Even then, the message wasn't fully conveyed. I don't think.
No,
I think
dude, I
it
really
was.
did love the themes. Like we don't really talk about the themes of movies, but like the theme of this movie, pretty much, you know, JP or
Racism.
Peña. No. Peña, like he served the country, right? He was a military hero. He never got his parade, obviously. Like
He never got his flowers.
He never got
nothing.
anything, right? And he didn't care. He didn't say anything. Like he told Cholo or Pollo. He told Pollo about it, but like it was pretty much him not making the mistakes of Dennis Quaid's character because he even told him the mistakes he made and that because they served together. You know,
Yeah.
he was his like captain or lieutenant,
His
whatever.
commanding officer.
Yeah, and he told him that like, hey, I could have, but I didn't. But you know, I really hate that. I hate
So
that.
the movie takes place in 1956.
Yeah.
When did World War II end?
1946, 1942. Like right after we dropped the
Like 45, 6,
yeah 45. Yeah, it was probably 10 years after.
45, 6, or 7.
Yeah.
One of those three.
Yeah.
So
But I-
this movie takes place less than 10 years after World War II.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
I just always forget when World War II ends.
No, I was just gonna say I really do hate that the white man was the one that didn't have to get take consequences. He like did the job and got promoted and all that, and the Mexican was the one that had to like
Sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
Well, he said it. He's like, we sent y'all to like.
No, I'm
it was a
saying like he
suicide
sacrificed himself in the golf, like the jail thing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay,
in my
yeah.
head, I'm like, damn, that sucks. Because it's always like that. Like, yeah, the white man can just like.
Like
you
he
know?
could have taken the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I get it. It probably happened like that, but I'm just saying, obviously, whenever something like consequences or like you have to be the bigger person, it's always a minority that has to do it, you know? And I'm like, bro, come on.
The movie starts with him having PTSD. He's on this golf course and then he gets like the flashbacks.
That was random. I'm not even gonna lie.
That was a little random.
Yeah,
that was a little random.
It was random because they never brought it up again.
Yeah,
Well, it
but
brought
then
it
you
up-
have to piece
yeah.
it together. Like, oh, it was just a PTSD flashback. Like,
Well, I mean,
I think it.
you understand that 100%.
Yeah, I think honestly it was just to show us that he was in the military, but I do agree it was random.
it was
Yeah, but
It was just thrown in there.
yeah, and especially at the beginning of the movie, I'm like, where's this movie going? You know, like
the duration of the movie was pretty much the school year.
yeah.
Started from the beginning of the school year, ended at
Their problem.
their
I guess
prom, I mean, them winning the championships usually at the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh, I was also gonna bring up the McFarlane and the differences because in McFarlane it was mostly just a white man like coaching, and he was
Yeah.
the main driving force of everything. This movie, which I liked, was the Mexican. He was another.
I always forget that in McFarlane it's Kevin Costner. I always forget that.
You're funny, but
No,
yeah.
I like him. That's
No, he's good. I'm glad the main head coach, the guy who was driving, the guy who wanted to play golf, the guy who was trying to like make it into these white golf clubs.
Yeah, country clubs.
Country clubs, like he was the one that like spearheaded everything. So I'm really happy. I get why Dennis Quaid was there. Obviously, you need that white like person to be the
Yeah.
face of everything.
You
But
need the white hero.
yeah, but I really do love that this movie, unlike McFarlane, like had that whole thing. But like just like McFarlane, you have the main guy who doesn't want to do it. He's like, shit, I don't know if I want to. He has a dad who he's like, why are you doing this
Unsupportive.
sport? Yeah, like why are you
Yeah.
doing this sport? Which makes sense back in the day. Like, bro, we're out here, like we need you to make money.
Even now, even now, there's a lot of Hispanic parents who don't support their kids.
Yeah.
Not just
Well,
in sports, but in like.
It's mostly stuff they don't understand.
I agree with that.
No, I get that, but that doesn't even just because you don't understand something.
Yeah, but a lot of parents do come around. Like my parents came around.
They'll come around eventually. Like
Yeah, they
a lot of
come
people,
around
like a
eventually.
lot of people that are like.
But it sucks that
influencers
it
and
sucks
shit,
that like you have to go through that.
No, it does. But like it's just because they don't understand. Like in their mind, they're like so old school. They're like, there's only one way to make it in life. You know, back then it was like you have to pick fruit, and that was it. Like they even brought it up because they brought it up.
Pick
McFarlane,
fruit
too.
or military.
I think one of them went into military too.
One of them served. It said at the end of the movie. Yeah.
Do you guys remember how? I just want to bring it up because we just talked about it from the Ministry movie. The ending. Did they show the pictures of the actors and
Yeah.
the picture? Yeah. Okay. You
No,
see?
they showed videos at the end.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I don't think they showed the actual actor, but that one's more understandable because they kept saying their names
Okay.
constantly.
Yeah. No, I felt like it was more understandable. It's just been a while since I watched it, but I felt like I got everybody's like story and how they ended up.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I just want to ask that just because we.
Yeah, they did do that. McFarlane did that too.
Yeah, it was really great.
Yeah.
I want to hear what the worst thing for the long game was for you. What was the thing that really was?
JB.
I know, but you said something specific.
Just his way of thinking and going about things. Dude, he bent over for the white man.
Yeah, he really limits himself.
He was his own worst enemy. Yeah, I get the white people like put
Yeah.
you down and everything, but
Well, he also grew up in a tougher time.
Yeah, then the kids, because remember the kids were really anti. Like they don't care. They hit the golf club.
yeah, when he handed over his grandpa's clubs,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like what are you doing?
Yeah, I would have never done
Like,
that.
why would you why would you throw the game?
Look, okay, let's talk about that because that was a significant moment. They were up in score. They were about to beat them, and the white people were like just pissed, right? And part of you, like, I get it's a different time. I wouldn't do it right now, but like I just don't care, about white people's feelings in that sense,
Yeah,
like,
I don't either.
coddle them.
Yeah.
Like to coddle them, I'm
Yeah.
just saying to coddle them to make you guys feel like, oh, you guys can beat me in something, But can you understand why he made that decision, or for you, you're like, come on, man, what are you doing?
Well, I think.
Well, yeah, he made it because they were just gonna make his life hell even more.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you really think so?
Yeah,
That's because you don't ever know.
it's because you're gonna embarrass them. Like you embarrass them in front of their wives.
But how
know, but
how
like-
are they going to make your life hell if you're not even part of that club to begin with? Already?
Exactly.
The guy's
bro.
the judge.
Oh, you.
But then
yeah.
stay out of trouble with the law.
No,
That's not as easy as it sounds.
Yeah.
But
Especially back then.
Yeah,
he's a
especially
judge.
back- No. But
Not if he was a sheriff, I'd get you.
look, this is what I
Dude,
would
he
have
fucking
done.
tried to throw him in jail at the end.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
I know,
So, like,
but still. No, I was gonna say this is what you do. You make it close. Like you let them come back, and then the last shot you just make, and you're like, well, you guys almost came
well,
back.
even just like the way JB was going about the movie, like at the first practice, he was like, you guys gotta dress like this, walk like this, talk like this, and no Spanish.
No Spanish.
I agree with him up to the no Spanish. I agree with he said a quote. He was like, they do it this way because he asked, he was like, how do you guys know how like somebody's new?
Yeah,
you know?
at
And we
the
talked about
fields.
last night, unnamed, he came with no boots to an outside job, you know?
Yeah.
Like you can tell when somebody's green.
Yeah.
And I agree with him. I'm like, yeah, you should dress away, you should play away because it shows that you know what you're doing. The whole no Spanish thing, I really hated that.
I was like, dude, like,
but I do agree with
I mean, they're already gonna hate you in the first place.
yeah, but I do think that you should dress and look a certain way if you want to like not blend in, but like
Well, you
look
gotta
the part.
present yourself.
Look
yeah,
the part.
Yeah, you gotta look the part. 100%. I agree with him on that. You do gotta look the part. You gotta look like you know what you're doing.
But the no Spanish is like,
I'm like, te pasaste.
yeah, dude, like,
Te
come on.
pasaste, güey.
Yeah, it's just like the no Spanish part. And just his way of thinking was that the only way they're going to accept me is if I do everything their way.
Yeah, their way. Yeah, 100%. And dude, like, I think he learns that lesson at the end. Kind of. I don't know, but because he gets in trouble, right? Joe gets in trouble and he takes the blame for it. And I feel like at that point he was like, you know what? These people don't care. Obviously, they're never going to care. I have to like step up and help out my boys.
Yeah.
Which is true. What was the best part of the long game for y'all? I know we haven't really talked about it, but
Joe's character growth. I think that was the best part of the movie. There was more character growth from all the boys in this movie than in the McFarlane movie.
I agree with that too. Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Not saying that there wasn't any character growth in McFarland, but
They
with
focus more on like one or two boys.
yeah, and McFarland there was just one or two boys that they focused on. This movie they kind of gave everyone a little bit of a spotlight.
I really did love Joe. Like I thought I wasn't gonna like him at first just because of the way he was acting, but he really came around. He came around with his dad, came around with his girlfriend. He even came out with his friends, like when they went to Mexico and they had that whole issue, you know?
Yeah.
And
That's funny.
yeah.
You know what wasn't necessary? I guess I could have brought it up earlier.
No, go ahead.
His love interest didn't need to be in the movie.
You don't think so? In what way? Like, do you think it really handicapped the movie, or what do you mean?
No, it's just there was no reason for it to be in the movie. What did it do?
Yeah, what did it do? I want to see what you think of that. Do you think the love story like did anything to move the story?
Yeah, it helped him grow as a person. He said it at the end of the movie.
You see it throughout with him golfing.
Yeah, but
But even at the end of the movie, he tells his coach, he's like, I finally found my purpose.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think the love interest helped the end of the movie because it pretty much helped him move. You know, he was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I've grown enough I can do this on my own, and I'm gonna go follow my dreams.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what the girl was pretty much trying to like teach him.
Yeah.
I think.
She had told him from the beginning, she's like, I want you to come with me.
And he was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
my dad, I'm not smart, blah blah blah. And like he did it. He went out there and he did it. And maybe they'll break up in 3 months. But oh yes, imagine. I'm just surprised, dude. I'm surprised only one of these kids went pro, right? And
Everyone else became a caddy
Yeah.
to a pro.
And I'm like, dude, you guys probably like even Joe. I
Only
don't know.
one
Joe,
guy was a caddy.
I think the other one went to the military, and then the other one went back to school and like did a teacher thing. I think Joe did.
Gene, the youngest one, became a teacher.
The tall,
The tall one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he became a teacher.
Okay.
At the school he was at.
Yeah, and then one of them became a military, and then
Yeah.
I forgot what kid became golf, but
Dude, that's crazy that like in 1956, those are your only two options.
what military or
Military or
Farm?
fields.
damn, bro, that sucks.
That
I could not imagine doing that as a Mexican. I'm like, damn, I probably would have started picking like at 12. Or
Well, I think they had already been.
No, I'm like thinking
No,
about
they
my
did.
life. I'm
Because
like,
when they were at their
Well,
first
they were only like 15.
yeah.
15, 16. Yeah, high schoolers, high school age. Yeah.
But you know what I did love about McFarlane is that the white guy actually went in and picked with them for like a day.
Yeah.
You know, like, damn, this is hard. I'm like, yeah.
No, it was more than a day. It was like he did it for like a whole week.
Still, I'm
'Cause
like,
that's
damn.
when he got like was bloodied hands and like super burned. He's trying to get the kid
Yeah, he was trying to like get him onto the team
onto
and
the
show his
team,
dad that.
but
like,
he was like, no, he was trying to cover his shifts. Remember? Because he was like, oh, I have to be on the field picking, so I can't like go onto
Yeah.
the team. And he was like, well, if I pick for you, then you'll have time to go practice.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing.
How do you practice cross country?
You run,
What did you guys think of Pollo?
I like them.
Cheech.
Cheech Marin.
He was good. Yeah, I thought he was funny. I really liked his little
Stupid
costume.
question.
What?
Is the Great War World War One?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, bro. Come on, you didn't know that? You didn't history? Fucking Daniel knows, and he barely.
That's the War of Kings, man.
Yeah. What? I've never heard of that.
I never heard.
Oh,
of
wasn't there like 9 kings at the time?
9 Kings.
no. Dude,
What is he talking about?
I don't think he knows.
I'm already talking another. Yeah.
What is bro spitting?
Damn, Danny's pulling to me. He's just lying over here. He's like, yeah, I know what the Great War was.
The War of Kings? I'm like,
Yeah, you lost me.
King George. I know King George the Sixth was during.
No, I did like that scene where they're sitting down on the bench, and he's like, "Oh, like you want me to feel sorry for you?" And he's like, "Dude, like I was in a war too.
Yeah.
Like I never got my flowers."
But I hate that way of thinking. I'm like, just because you didn't get it, I'm not gonna get or something
Yeah.
like that. But he's
No. I hate that way of thinking, but it was just like,
yeah, like hey, bro.
it made JB think, like realize, like, oh crap, like
Yeah, like other people also like.
Yeah.
Which is true. Sometimes you just gotta know that other people didn't like.
they had it bad. Like,
Yeah, they
too.
had it bad too. And
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm sorry that you didn't get your flowers, but I really did love the ending because he got his flower. He got his parade.
You guys parade.
Yeah, I mean the kids got the parade, but he
Yeah.
was part of it, you know. So it feels like, you know.
Small victories.
And yeah, I'm like those assholes, bro. After they won the trophy, they're like, "Well, here's the trophy. We're just gonna head out." And I'm like, "You fucking assholes."
Weather was like
Yeah,
blue
but
skies.
yeah, it was Three Kings.
Oh, okay. But was it called the War Kings or?
Oh, I wasn't saying it was called the War
You
Kings.
did say it was.
Yeah,
Working
I mean, but okay.
But, I remember there being a war like
With Kings.
with
Kings.
Kings. Well, even like that scene where they're sitting down after practice,
Yeah.
and they're talking about the medals. He's like, "Oh, Coach Mitchell, how much medals did you get?" And he's like, "Oh,
None.
like a lot." No,
Yeah.
Coach Mitchell's the white guy. He had
Oh
a
yeah,
lot.
no, yeah, he did.
He had a lot.
Peña
He's like,
did.
"Yeah, I got a bunch of them," and then they're like, "Oh, what about you?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't get any."
Yeah, I'm Mexican. Yeah,
Like, why? It's like, dude, he's Mexican. They don't respect us.
they don't. It's crazy.
they still don't.
They still don't. Yeah,
I
even-
looked it up. There was a lot of Mexican casualties or Hispanic. I don't know if Hispanic. I can't remember if it's Hispanic or Mexican.
In World War
Mexican.
II?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot
dude.
of colored.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with
color,
that. Oh, you boy, he even said it. Like Dennis Quaid's character, he was like, "Bro, like I was supposed to send you guys on a suicide mission," and I think Peña did go on that suicide mission,
did,
and then
yeah.
he survived. But like, still, you know, like that's crazy. That
They
he
even
was-
said like 1,800 people died
Yeah.
on that one singular mission.
and like he knew it was a suicide mission, and they were like, you're gonna have to either send them or you're going like
You get
yeah, the two
court-martialed.
options. Yeah, you either go to jail and they still go and they're still gonna die, or you're gonna get promoted. So you can choose. I'm like, damn. Well, when you put it that way,
Yeah. Get
know.
back.
okay, okay. So you just tell me they're still gonna die. Okay, fuck it. You know what else am I gonna do? But still crazy.
When Mitchell comes over with his boo thing for dinner, I'd do the same thing, dude. He's like, at like towards the beginning of the movie, he's like, "You didn't tell him I was coming." Yeah, he told me. He's been telling me for weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah, he talks about you all the time.
I've never seen my boy this happy.
yeah.
Crazy. Oh my god, hilarious.
The scene that also kind of infuriated me was when Joe's dad's burning his golf clubs. Just
Dude.
because it's so relatable.
Oh my. For you? Did
No,
your
not for me,
dad-
but just like
I was like, why
like,
did your dad burn?
it just sucks that like
Roca.
you go through that, like
Yeah.
you know.
Dude, as a kid, like, dude,
As a
honestly,
kid.
parents do that though. They're that extreme, like Mexican
dude, yeah,
parents.
parents
They
are that
will do
extreme.
that. They'll like rip up your dreams, and they're like, "What are you doing, bro? This is dumb." I'm honestly surprised my dad hasn't come in like, "Oh yeah," like throughout the podcast, like podcaster. I'm not gonna. No, I'm just kidding. He's very like into making videos now too. So he's like, yeah. He's like, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? I'm like,
No, but it's the reality
Yeah,
of
it
it.
is.
Like
No.
I think we're just lucky that we're part of the group that got it better.
yeah. Then
Because even now, like in modern times, like now, there's still
yeah.
there's still a lot of old
Just as
school
bad.
parents.
It is just as bad.
You think it's just as bad? I don't think it's just as bad.
No, not as bad, but like todavía está un poco, you know, like
Yeah.
close.
It's like half and half.
Do you think? Well, obviously no sequel, but do you think there's other stories to be told for like
There
Mexicans?
are
100%.
There are thousands of stories to be told. We
Yeah.
get more, not to sound insensitive or anything, but we get more stories about black people than we do about Hispanics or Latinos.
Yeah, but that's also because like money talks, bro. And like when you said 1 point like whatever million, I'm like, bro, where are we, bro? Like I know Mexicans love movies. Let's come out. Let's watch these like movie
The
support.
only reason this movie got a theatrical release is because it did so well at that film festival last year.
It was good. Yeah, it was a good movie.
A lot of people liked it at the film festival. So they're like, let's give it a small theater release. But not to get political or anything. So we know white people are in charge of these
Yeah, of course.
production studios and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they sabotage these kinds of movies to where they like on purpose? Like they're like, hey,
Maybe
we'll
the
give-
marketing.
like, hey, we'll release this movie in theaters, but we're not going to do any marketing with it, and we're only going to release it in AMC theaters. So, like, from the get-go, this movie it doesn't have legs.
Yeah, it doesn't, and that sucks. Because 7 million is an unattainable goal. I really do.
It is.
I just, oh my God, I really did deserve more. It's so crazy to me that
That's what I'm
Peña
saying. Like
played Suicide Squad.
they sabotage
Yeah.
it, and then they'll turn around and be like, you know what, this movie didn't make us any money. Blah 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 blah.
Mexicans get out.
Yeah, the wall just got 10 feet higher.
Yeah. Stop, bro. Yeah, dude. No, it sucks because, like, dude, they do, bro. There's a lot. Like, there's even the kids from On the Block or whatever. He's been in movies too. The not Caesar, but the younger brother.
On My Block.
On My Block, yeah.
You
Well, even Caesar too, or whatever his name is.
said On the Block. I was like,
In My Block. Is it In My Block? I thought it was on.
on
That's what I
My
said.
Block.
That's
No,
what
you
I-
said On the Block.
Whoa, my fault.
That threw me off.
My
okay?
fault, boys. My fault. My fault.
I think, yeah, just to go back to the original question, I think there's hundreds of stories to be
Yeah.
told
For Mexicans.
from Mexico.
Yeah.
Have you seen Spare Parts?
Damn it. I'm gonna say no.
Damn, that's a really good movie too.
Spare Parts with
George Lopez came out like 10 years ago.
no. I haven't.
You've seen it?
I think I have. Yeah, the little
It's-
robot one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about a Hispanic teacher in California during the
Sounds familiar.
early 2000s.
Yeah.
It takes a group of Hispanic kids to a robot building competition
yeah.
in MIT, and they win.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy too because it's so funny that like there's so many of these first even like 10, 20 years ago, but that's because like Mexicans feel like they don't belong in these spaces, you know?
Yeah.
Or like maybe minorities too, but like it's hard for them because like you didn't see a lot of nerds or like a lot of jocks or a lot of of Mexicans. It felt like they were all placed under the same umbrella. Yeah. It sucks.
Go support the raza, man.
Yeah.
Go support the raza.
Go support this movie.
Yeah.
Imagine after this comes out.
I think you should go home and watch McFarland's.
And we'll see what happens.
It's not that long. It's shorter than this movie. I'll tell
He's
you that.
begging you, bro. At this point. Okay, take
No,
us
I
away.
think like it's just good to have a.
Needs to watch it.
All right, guys, and that was our review of The Long Game. Let us know down below in the comments. Are you gonna watch this movie in theaters? Are you gonna wait for it to come out on some streaming service? As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys next time.
Adios.
Deuces.